I mean, it was a great game, I thought, there until the ninth inning when we really made some uncharacteristic, really bad defensive plays. I thought that every play was there to be made to get us out of that inning, and we didn't make it. And in tight games in this league against really great competition, that doesn't it's not going to get you on the right side of the win column. Will was terrific. He battled and competed and gave us a chance to win. And Carlos obviously had a great day, but we need more than just Carlos. He had all 4 RBIs, I guess, there, and didn't have many hits throughout the entire lineup other than Carlos and Jacob at the top, and TJ had a couple down there. But it was it's a team game, and you got to pitch. When you pitch great, you got to play defense, and we can't put those two together right now. And if you pitch and play defense, you don't have to do crazy things at the plate. You can still win, but right now, it's very disappointing. My heart's been ripped out of me, but we're not halfway through the SEC season yet, so we got to keep fighting.
Is there any thought to bringing Tyler in, need to strike out there?
Well, Tyler has, there's some limitations on Tyler that I'm not going to discuss. So, because it doesn't help for our opponents to know what our limitations are in regards to using him this weekend. So, we'll just leave it at that.
You spoke last night about how it seems like every little thing is going against you guys right now. I mean, it felt like that was again the case today. I mean, is it just?
I'm just a big believer that you can feel sorry for yourself and you can think everything's going against you, or you can get determined and make something happen yourself. Wins don't fall in your lap in this league. You got to be tough, and when all things are against you, you got to will yourself into making something positive happen. And right now, our will's not strong enough to make something positive happen. It's disheartening, but we got good kids in our locker room. I got good kids in our program, and maybe they're hurting a little bit too much and feeling sorry for themselves a little bit too much. But we'll show up and go to battle and go to work tomorrow and see if we can turn this thing around.
What do you do to try to find that will or draw that will out of your players?
I'm pushing every button I know how, and maybe I'm not doing a good job of that. It's at the end of the day, you got to make plays, and you got to get clutch hits, and you got to get bunts down. And right now we can't put all those things together, and we're coming up on the short end of the stick because of that.
Saw a lot of emotion from Hunter and Carlos today. Do you look to them maybe to kind of?
Well, that's why I put him. I mean, that's why I put Hunter in today, and because he brings, he catches and plays the game with a lot of emotion. I was looking, somebody to kickstart us, somebody to spark us. Hunter and Justin have the ability to do that, but they didn't have great days at the plate, and they haven't been in there much. So maybe I was expecting a little bit too much, but it's that was the reason they were in there, and Madison's been struggling a little bit, and try to give him a break. But those guys are good players, and they play the right way, and I thought they might give us a spark today. It just didn't work out.
You feel like energy in the dugout, mood, all that kind of stuff?
When things happen and you make things happen, we got a lot of energy and juice in our dugout. When things are going against us, it's, we got to have some people step up when our backs are against the wall. And, it's not consistent enough because we're not doing enough good things to get some momentum in our dugout. And kids want to win, and then they, and they get feeling sorry for themselves a little bit and don't have the energy that we want to have each and every pitch. But you got to make something happen. You got to build momentum. You got to create some momentum. You got to create positive energy by what goes on between the white lines. And we're not doing enough to create some positive energy right now.
I guess one positive thing was the top of the lineup. You plan to continue with that.
I like Olsen will go to, he'll fight your tail, and Carlos will too. And they gave us some really good bats at the top of the lineup. And usually some guys can, the bottom will feed off of that, but that wasn't the case today. But they did try to do a good job of setting the tone, and even the balls that Jacob got outs on. I mean, he squared them up and hitting some tough luck, and hit one last night that could have been a home run. You know, it's just a fine line in this league, in this game, between winning and losing, and we're on the wrong side of that fine line.
What brought you out to third base today?
I just felt like, honestly, just because, I just wanted to get back out there, and maybe I'm a little bit too tough on our players in the dugout. Maybe they'd relax a little bit. I was just searching. It wasn't anything strategic or anything that's not going to make a difference in me coaching third, other than, from time to time maybe the players will smile a little bit more in the dugout if I'm on them a little bit too much. That was the thought process there.
Will you go back out there tomorrow?
We'll see. We'll see. I may coach the rest of the year there.
Anything else, guys?
But we'll see. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.